Jim Schultz here for Calculated Risk, and don't forget, before we get started, the best ways you can help us are by liking the video or subscribing to the channel. Either one of those guys really helps us out a lot. So all the time on the network, you hear us talk about rolling. You hear us talk about rolling in. You hear us talk about rolling up and rolling down and rolling out. And it might very well feel like there's this mysterious language that you just don't quite understand, that there are like these special terms and kind of you need a decoder ring to figure out what's going on. So today, I wanted to take a few minutes. Let's unpack some of this rolling terminology, this rolling lingo, and let's go. So when it comes to rolling in general, the mechanics are actually pretty simple. You're typically just taking your current position and you're manipulating it in some very specific way, oftentimes a very small way. One of the most classic ways that we roll is just by moving our current strategy from the current cycle to a later dated cycle. Or of course, you can roll within the same cycle by making adjustments in that same expiration date. But the mechanics are actually not too bad. We've already covered, the whys and the whens and the hows of the mechanics in previous videos on calculated risk. So today, what I wanted to focus on was just the lingo itself. So the next time you hear one of these conversations, you're not completely lost. You can easily follow along. Okay, so let's start with rolling up and rolling down. This one is probably the simplest of the three, or of the four, I guess it would be. Rolling up and rolling down is just inside of the same expiration cycle. You are just moving that option up or down the chain. So if I'm rolling a put up, I'm rolling up from the 80 strike to the 90 strike, or the 90 strike to the 100 strike. If I'm rolling down, maybe I'm rolling my call down from the 200 strike to the 190 strike to the 180 strike, and so on and so forth. And of course, you can roll puts down and you can roll calls up too. You can roll a put down from the 200 strike to the 180 strike, or from the 180 strike to the 160 strike, or you can roll a call up as well. You can go from the 300 strike to the 350 strike, or the 350 strike to the 400 strike. So rolling up and down is just inside the same cycle. You are moving up and down the chain with that call or with that put. Okay, next up is rolling out. Come to think of it, this one actually might be even simpler than rolling up or rolling down. So rolling out always refers to adding more time to the trade. Now, sometimes you might be adding 7 days, sometimes you might be adding 30 days, some days you might be adding 95 days, whatever, but you are always rolling out in time. You're adding duration, you're moving out to some longer dated, some later dated expiration cycle. If I'm gonna roll this put out, I'm moving it out to a later dated expiration cycle. If I'm gonna roll this strangle out, I'm moving it out to a later dated expiration cycle. That is always the case. Whenever you hear the term rolling out, it means adding time to the trade by moving to that later dated cycle. Okay, so that brings us to the last one, and this is the sneaky one, rolling in. So you might be thinking, Jim, I got this one, man. I can skip this part of the video because it's obviously the opposite of rolling out. It's actually not. And this is where it's a little bit tricky. Rolling out is always adding time. So you would naturally deduce that rolling in must be kind of subtracting time. So I'm going to go from a 30-day cycle to a 20-day cycle, or a 20-day cycle to a 10-day cycle. That is so uncommon in the world of trading that is not what rolling in means. Rolling in means I'm going to take my strike, a call or a put, whatever it is, and I'm going to roll it in closer to where the stock price currently is. So for example, let's say the stock price was 100 and I had a 130 call and I wanted to move that guy closer to where the stock is now. If I've got a 130 strike call and the stock is at 100, I might roll that call in from the 130 to the 120, or from the 130 to the 115. I could also say roll it down in this context. That would also be correct, but rolling in would be 130 to 115, 130 to 110, what have you, with the stock at 100. Now let's say you have a put option that has a strike of 80, and again, the stock price is 100. If I want to roll that put option in, I'm going to roll up from the 80 to maybe the 85, or to the 90, or to the 95. I'm going closer to where the stock price is. That's what rolling in means. So now what I want to do, let's pop into tastytrade and let's take a look at some of this to really cement down these terms so they make really clear sense to you guys. Okay, so I'm inside of my tastytrade portfolio, and this is the portfolio that I use from Theory to Practice. Shout out to From Theory to Practice every day at 2:30 Eastern Time. So if I take a look at my XLE position, this is going to be a perfect position for us to use to kind of illustrate what all of these terms mean. So this, of course, is a short strangle where I'm short the 55 put and I'm short the 61 call. So let's go to the trade page, and you can see by this silver dot, this is where the position lives, what expiration cycle it is currently in. We are currently in August with 52 days to go. So let me open this guy up, and you can see my 2 strikes are right here. Okay, if I wanted to roll my put up, so this is my put option, of course. If I wanted to roll this guy up, all I would do is I would buy back my 55 strike put, and maybe I sell out the 57 put. So you see, if I were to do that, I would pick up $1.35 credit, which, that's neither here nor there. That's actually pretty decent while we're on the topic. But that's not really the point here. The point here is understanding, what does rolling up mean? Well, rolling this put up from 55 to 57 would be rolling up. Now let's look at the call option. Let's say I want to roll my call option up. So maybe I buy back this call and I sell out this 63 call. Now I have to pay a 12-cent debit for that. This specific roll doesn't really make a lot of sense. This is not something I would probably be looking to do right now, or really at any point in a situation where the stock is still between my strikes. But just for the purposes of understanding what rolling up means, this is what it means. The put goes up or the call goes up, it applies to both. Similarly, if I wanted to roll down, so if I want to roll the call down, maybe now I go from a 61 to a 59, I would pick up a 20-cent credit for doing that. That would be rolling the call down. And then, of course, I can do the same thing with the put if I wanted to. I buy back my 55 put, and then maybe I sell out a 52 put. And that would be a $1.45 debit, which would be adding risk to the trade, of course. So I don't want to do that. But just for the purposes of understanding the terminology, this is what rolling down means. And then lastly, rolling in. So rolling in, again, you can see that XLE right now is at 53.68. And so right now you've got XLE is actually down right around here. So if I want to roll my call in, I will be rolling my call down. So I'd be rolling it this direction. So again, I buy back my 61 and maybe I sell out a 57 or something like that. That would be rolling in this context, rolling the call down. Let's say that XLE was actually higher. If XLE was up around, 59 or 60 or 61 or something like that, then maybe I'm rolling my put up because that would be rolling the put in. But in this context, rolling the call down as the quote-unquote in roll makes the most sense because XLE has gone down. And so I wouldn't necessarily roll the put down. That would also be rolling in this context. But I typically am going to be looking to roll the side of the strategy that is not getting hit, that is not being tested. That is what I am rolling in. And then one final point to understand, when it comes to rolling up, rolling down, rolling in, these typically refer to multi-leg strategies. So something like a strangle, something like a straddle, where you have multiple sides, or you have multiple legs, 2 sides to the strategy, where you have to kind of manipulate both sides of the market. When you have a single leg strategy, like a put or a call or something like that, it's not as common that you're going to be rolling up and rolling down. Sometimes you might be doing that while you're rolling out in time, but in the same cycle, it's a little bit less common that you're going to be moving the strike along the chain. You might do something like that, again, in combination with adding time. So I suppose it could apply there too. But generally speaking, rolling up, rolling down, and rolling in, those are going to apply to multi-leg strategies. And then lastly, just back on the positions tab, rolling out is any strategy. So now any strategy that you have on, if you want to add time to that strategy, that is rolling out. So for instance, my SpaceX short put spread, if I highlight both of these and I go to right click, roll expirations, if I were to roll out to September, you can see I can do that for about a 10 or 15-cent credit right now. That would be rolling out. I'm rolling from August, which you see down here, out to September. That is adding time. That is rolling out. Same thing if we go to another position. If I were to go to, my Amazon position, let's say, again, I click both legs of the position. I highlight both those guys. I roll my expirations out. If I roll out to August, this one's going to cost me a 19-cent debit. Again, don't focus on the credits and the debits right now. We've talked about that in other videos, so I'll leave that for a separate project that you can check out, at your convenience. For now, just understand that rolling out always, always, always means adding time. So there you go. There's some rolling terminology, some rolling lingo. So the next time you hear us talking about this on the network, you understand what rolling up means. You understand what rolling down means. You understand what rolling out means. And you also understand that sneaky one of rolling in. I hope this helped, and I'll see you guys in the next video.